start it? Do you want to start? I mean, or do you want to kind of rehash what you just said? You mentioned about Rickea Jackson.
Yeah, I was just saying, in the league right now that's paying attention to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, I think people need to pay attention to Rickea Jackson because right now she's been having a hot 10 past games lately, folks. I know for the fact being, the least amount of points she scored is 13, and that's only been on a few occasions. Otherwise, she has got 22, 23, and 25 points in that stretch. And that came against Phoenix, who's a really good playoff team, 23 against the Dallas Wings back on July 13th when they were, kind of going through an injury. And then against a fully staffed, healthy Dallas Wings team yesterday on August 25th, guess what? 25 points. That's amazing stuff. I think people need to not sleep on her too much because she is improved. I mean, she's no longer that player who can only get, 0 to 9 points in a game. She's now hovering at least, in my opinion, between 15 to 29 points per game, which is really remarkable considering just how badly her team's injured right now or going through illnesses or absentees that's way out of their control, and Coach Kurt Miller's doing his best. And she's been one of the bright spots for a Sparks team that's been so tested this season. I know everyone's disappointed and sad about Cameron Brink's injury that happened earlier this year, but Jackson is looking like a really good bargain draft pick that when folks saw her be drafted at number 4, they were like, probably going, I know she's from Tennessee, okay. Angel Reese was not picked, y'all. What about her? What about, Kate Martin? She should be there too, and all these other players that people are fresh off of thinking from the March Madness tournament. And then Rickea has just been like, you know what? That's fine. Let me have some time to adjust to the league. It's going to slow down, and I'm going to look like a tour de force out there. And so I'm thinking she's not just going to be a good player this year, as I was saying earlier. I think she's going to be a great player for the years to come because she's around a good team that's going to get better and better next year. Hopefully, Kurt Miller will have a fully healthy team next season. And we know that Los Angeles basketball, they don't settle for mediocrity. So I think she's in the right place, and the right time's going to happen for her soon in terms of those wins coming around the corner. So I love what I've seen from her.
Well, I'm going to just say this. AC, the Chiller, put the rookies needed the break. And speaking of rookies, if I could just add my 2 cents about Rickea Jackson, love her game. I asked her myself, I was like, okay, I asked her, I said, what's one of her favorite aspects of her game? Because it was at the time she had put up a career high. Now she just demolished that with this career high in Dallas. I was supposed to be at that game. I couldn't be at that game. It was my wife's birthday, but still.
Happy birthday.
But still, nevertheless, and that's all good. But nevertheless, when I did speak to her, she mentioned that rebounding is a huge aspect of her game. And the fact that now she's mixing that in with the scoring, because she's arguably one. I'm not going to. Now, I asked you, do you think she's the best scorer out of the class? I'm not going to go that far yet. I think that she's immensely talented. And I'll say this about Rickea. I'll say this as soon because, okay, it's like, and they're all rookies. So it's like you can't expect them to play as all at, what Caitlin Clark is doing is next level. Like that's not what most rookies do. Most rookies don't come into the league and make all WNBA. And that's why I said from Jump Street, I think she's a transcendent player. Now, what I'm saying about Rickea is I feel like she can also hit that trajectory with her perimeter scoring. Now, I'm not saying she's the best scorer in this class now, but in 5 to 10 years, added with a 3-ball to her game, with her size at 6'2", with her dribbling off the ball dribble skills, with everything that she has, and she doesn't have to focus on passing. So think about that. She doesn't have, if you could just think about her only just focusing on scoring, she could put up as many points as she wants to. Luke how does this affect Braun's legacy? I don't know what you mean by that, but shout out to Braun. Brandon Charles you act like she will do this. The question is, why don't you think that she will? Why don't you think she will? Brandy, what's good? We're talking about Rickea Jackson.
What's up, Randy?
We're dropping our hot takes. Hopefully everything is good with you, man. She hasn't showed us. Rickea just had a 25-point game yesterday. Was she at 6 threes?
3 out of 5 threes.
Yeah, she had threes. Yeah, she had 3. I'm sorry. I thought she had 6. She had 3.
Felt like that, though.
Rickea's been showing all season. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about Reese. What about came in this late? Yeah, we talking about Rickea Jackson. We're gonna get to Angel Reese. I feel like let's talk that we could talk it now. Somebody in the chat put, I feel like Angel Reese's ceiling is higher than Caitlin Clark's. So Nick, why do you say that?
I can answer that for him. I already know.
What you, Randy? If you got something, if you got something to say,
because easily, Caitlin Clark has showed us everything offensively. She has to improve defensively, and how many great offensive players have really improved defensively compared to how many great defensive players have improved offensively. You can tell Reese has not an easier ceiling, but you could see the potential. We've seen what she could do on defense. So the offensive package, that's just nothing but training and repetition. She could do that in the offseason. So that's basically why.
Preach. And let me, if I could, also just to dial back, Rickea was 6. Thank you for that, Tina. I thought I wasn't crazy. Rickea was 6 of 8 from the 3-point line. So that's what I was saying. When she mixes up her threes, I appreciate that, Tina. And Nick, to your point, again, if you feel like Angel and Randy, I'll say this to add to your point. Why do people feel like Caitlin is not playing defense? Let me ask you this. Where is this narrative coming from? Where is this narrative? If we can start there, where is that coming from?
She's getting her boards, but she's an offensively more dominant player. So how many players in the league can we say that showed on both ends of the court?
How many players can show well on both ends of the court? Offense and defense?
Yeah.
So if I told you Caitlin leading all guards and blocks, what you gonna say?
I'd believe it because she's 6 foot.
So how is she not? So how is that not playing defense?
She averages damn near a double, right? Because she's like 8 rebounds averaging currently.
So I think it's difficult to say that.
She's number 2.
Reese, somebody put Reese as an athletic. That's nonsense. Reese used to dunk.
Terrible.
Reese used to dunk.
Terrible.
Yeah, Reese used to dunk, boss.
That's
a terrible comp. If we could go into our hot takes, I'm gonna start with my first hot take. My first hot take: the Minnesota Lynx are going to win the 24 championship for the WNBA. They've scored 90 points at least 8 times this season, and the fact that they're able to do that on the back, they have a lot of weapons on that team, and I feel like they are battle tested. One of the our panelists or our contributors, they're speaking about how he felt Minnesota. I'm talking about 6'8". He felt like Minnesota was not Minnesota, rather. He felt like Las Vegas was vulnerable. And the fact that we're seeing the Minnesota Lynx and the ability to play it at the level that they're playing at. So if I could, so this is from this WNBA season. The Lynx, okay, you can look. There have been a handful of teams that have went over 100 points this season. The Sparks, the Sun, the Wings, etc. Right? The Lynx have hit the 100-point mark, and they've been close to the 100-point mark again, almost 8 times this season, if not more. Now, the fact that they're able to do that on the backs of Nafisa Collier, who again, she's creeping up in the PER. She's right, but she's not at the level of Asia's at. Asia's at 35 at PER. Next level, greatest single season PER. Right now, she's got to win the award. But the question I beg to ask again, if she's able to help Minnesota win to finish second place, and let's say she finishes with a 30 PER to Asia Wilson's 35. And I didn't even mean to bring up this MVP conversation. What I meant to get was, are you going to tell me that if she's playing on a level comparable to Asia Wilson and they're winning, that they're not going to be one of the favorites to win the WNBA championship? I absolutely believe the Minnesota Lynx right now are the team to beat, and I think that they're going to get it done. If Chelsea Gray is not coming back to normal, which hopefully I foresee that, but hopefully y'all might have more faith than me. But that's my pick. I'm rolling with Minnesota. If I could pick a team, I'm rolling with Minnesota. Draco put keyword is used to. She's not. Oh, y'all still talking about y'all silly. Angel Reese is athletic. She's leading the league in rebounds. How can she not be athletic? Like that, we're off that. That's silly. That's silly talk. But yeah, so my pick would be Minnesota. Wait, y'all got hot takes, or what's your retort to that?
No, I was gonna say I actually said that on one of our earlier episodes. Remember, I said Minnesota was gonna be the champion this year.
We on that Minnesota.
I was like, I feel quite validated right now when I said this back. I think last month before, like during the break, and everyone's kind of like, "Oh, it's gonna probably be Las Vegas, and it's gonna be the Sun, or the Mercury, or it's gonna be all this and that." And that's like, no. I actually thought Minnesota was going to be in this discussion, and when they beat a really tough Indiana team who beat them the first time around, and they beat them a second time at home. I'm sure Coach Reef felt pretty validated. That was an inspirational performance in front of the, Maya Moore, one of the legends in the game. I think that was like a nice shot in the arm for them to see one of their GOATs go to the arena, and then they beat Indiana. They're only a half a game behind the Connecticut Sun for second place right now, which is crazy to think, and only 3 games back from the Liberty, who lost a rare game, which tells me I think the Minnesota Lynx are not just this bargain pick anymore. You have to consider them a serious championship pick. So
they're a serious championship threat for sure. They're absolutely a serious champion. The Minnesota Lynx, yeah, they have an MVP player on their team. They have an all-star in Kayla McBride. They got a great point guard. I'm saying great point guard in Courtney Williams. They have the pieces. They got every piece. They got an Alana Smith, who's the most improved that can hit threes. They got a Bridget Carrollton, who can come in and hit threes. I mean, they got bigs. Like, Fee can guard any position. This is a serious threat, and they've already beaten Las Vegas 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, what more you want them to do? They already beat New York. I know they could beat Connecticut. So it's like, for me, when I watched them, and I told Fee, I said, I told her she'd be my pick for MVP. But I'm like, and it's just like, because if you take her off that team, that team will never win as many games as they would without Fee. So it's like, if you remove Fee from Minnesota, that's a wrap. So it's like, and I told Asia the same thing, but it's like, it's Asia's award to lose. But my God, is Nafisa Collier is hooping, bro. And that's again. So that would, Jordan, we doing our hot takes. My hot take is Minnesota's leaving. They're gonna win the whole thing this year. I got them. Yes, I got them winning the whole shebang this year. What were you going? If you got a hot take, y'all two, please share it. Otherwise, we're gonna go to our tweet and delete segment. And somebody put, and how about this? I'm gonna go with this for a hot take. So Al Bundy, shout out to Al, because he wrote. So all of the commenters on TikTok, y'all putting y'all hot. That's his name, Al Bundy 4 TDs.
All right.
So he put. I'm not gonna read the first part of the silly stuff, but he put Angel shouldn't be a starter, which I'm gonna disagree with, obviously. And then he put Cardoso is better. Let me ask you this: do y'all feel like Camila Cardoso is a better player than Angel Reese?
No.
No.
She's
not a bad player.
No.
She's not a bad player, but man, that game the other night, that was crazy. That was insane, man. Like, that's the best defense I've seen on Wilson probably my whole life. That was incredible, man. She played her as well as could be played,
Camilla hooping. We got someone on the line. I'm gonna mute you right quick though, but Camilla was hooping.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was able to listen, she's not. I don't know if she's not better. I'm not gonna say I don't know if she's better. She's not better than Angel Reese yet. She's not. If y'all trying to say she is, that's just so disingenuous, honestly, y'all. But I'll say this: Camilla is a great player in her own right. And if I could just share this, because she was handling a 2-time MVP by herself, and she was scoring. Like, now, I'm asking this: do you feel like I would never, if you're Chicago, you got to throw out, and thank God that they're starting to upgrade their facilities, like they said that they're doing. You got to throw the kitchen sink at the 2 of them, because they can't. I would never let either of them go. They can't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could build
your franchise.
Yes, you could build the dynasty of the future with the 2 of them. If you can just imagine, even if this is the worst that they ever play, then they're still good. They're a playoff team. That's the floor. So it's like, can you imagine their ceiling when they win? I'm saying when they work. She plays, I think she's playing in China this offseason in the WCBA. I think Camila Cardoso is playing in the WCBA. So it's like, you could be looking forward to seeing her, because Angel Reese is going to be in Miami. So they're going to be working on their games. So it's like, can you imagine seeing them moving forward? So it's like, You got to lock that up. That would be my pick. Minnesota Lynx. What are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Why did you say Camila Cardoso might play in China and then point to me? Like,
Okay,
because I'm Chinese.
I mean,
What? Rob and Randy could watch her in China too.
Jordan, okay, so
Oh, goodness.
What the
if y'all told me, I'll say this: if y'all told me, oh, there's an African or a Haitian player, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to know where they playing at. I don't think I would take it like.
Sorry.
But I just thought it. The reason why I just thought it was, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that she is playing there because like a lot of some players say, oh, nobody wants to go. I'm like, you should want to. It's you get to go see the country, which is a beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like there are so many reasons why you should go versus not, especially if you're talking about the salaries, the wage. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's yes, I.
We could be watching
Ooh,
one
I
of
have
the
a hot
great
take.
young front courts of all time.
Who are the two of them, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What are you gonna say, Rob? My fault.
I have a hot take, which kind of relates to the WNBA in terms of women's sports, that I want to see in other sports. Probably won't happen in men's sports, but obviously, I'm sure y'all saw the NWSL is no longer going to have the draft, and that the players can pretty much choose where they want to play, and they're guaranteed to get paid with competitive salaries. And I was just thinking, again, I don't know if that's going to work in the WNBA, but how neat would that be for the players to have that freedom, to have that choice to go, whether they're a rookie or free agent, to go decide where they want to play and, not feel like, oh, I didn't want to be in Los Angeles, or I don't know about Atlanta. I'd rather have played for Phoenix, like how cool is that to have that happen in soccer? And, if Women's National Basketball Association had that, how game changing would that be? So that's my hot take, is that I would like to see something like that happen in the WNBA. I don't know if that's realistic, but it would be neat.
Yeah. Yes, it would. Okay. I mean, if I could just kind of like circle back a little bit, because the comments on YouTube they're just like, somebody put Clark as a once in a generational talent. Ruthless put Edna Mo put you can't act like Angel Reese is not gonna win in a few years. Somebody put y'all hating on Reese in the comments. Chicago is more than 2 years away. I'm not trying to make this a Chicago, but it seemed like the chat want to talk about. Do y'all feel like Chicago is 2 years away? And if I could just add this, as you can see, again, they have Camila, as you said, Jordan, in their front court. They're gonna have a great front court.
Yep.
She had, again, her rebounds are leading almost 14 points a game. Like, I don't see how y'all could hate on this young woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there to say? 4 rebounds in a single possession. Like this is straight hard work. This is
crazy, right? Because she's got that like Rodman talent where she could just she just goes after it all the time. I think that the thing I mean, maybe you guys can confirm or deny this, but like she's got such a quick twitch first jump, but it's so weird how like she's willing to get the rebound at all costs, and it's like she'll get it and then she'll go back up before jumping off the balls of her feet. Like she's jumping off her heels almost, which is why she can't get up fast enough and high enough the second time to go up and score. Because it's like she's doing whatever she can and she tries to go up so fast. It's like, how can she get up so high, so fast the first time, but she can't do it the second time to finish? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think she just has to, get a little more experience, just a little bit more confidence. But man, that's incredible, man. 3 games in a row of 20.
She's had 62 rebounds in the last 3 games.
That's crazy.
And she's in the league in rebounding at 13 rebounds a game as a rookie. Randy, I'm gonna let you go. Let me read some of these comments. I'm gonna let you go. I got you. I got you up next. So Mothman put great hustle, terrible skill. I disagree with the skill part. She needs to get more than her own rebounds. And Antonia put, do y'all think the Sky needs a new coach? I'm gonna let y'all answer that. And then Slim, if you want to chime in to that, you can go after Randy. Slim he's on TikTok. We got somebody to chime in. And then some other callers, if y'all want to chime in, y'all can too. I'll open up the lines for y'all for a little bit. She gets more than her own offensive rebounds. If you took her offensive rebounding away, she'd be leading the league. How many missed shots in those games? Let me read this last comment. Reese isn't rookie of the year, man. Actually, a lot of them read this one. Not okay. So, what do y'all think? Rodman was crazy smart. He would kick the ball out. Do y'all think they need a new coach? I like Teresa Weatherspoon. I don't think they need a new coach. Randy, what were you gonna say? And then Slim, you get ready to speak.
Could you do me a favor and go back to that clip that you're showing with Angel Reese just out hustling Angel Wilson, unfortunately?
Where she was grabbing the rebounds?
Yeah, when she was grabbing those 4 rebounds. Because you could attest to this. This is something that when you watch it, every coach tries to tell you when you're shooting it, you're the first person who knows your shot's off. So why not chase your rebound? Because that creates second chance opportunities. That's at least what I was coached at a younger age. But that's exactly what you want to see in your player. If you're missing it and you know you're going to miss, I want you to, instead of give up and run the other way, create your second chance opportunity, because situations like this matter. The only thing I don't think the Sky need a new coach. What I think needs to take place is just Angel needs to work on her touch, because all those misses are making shots. So as long as she works on her touch, and then like you said, she's gonna be in Miami, just working on her game. This is stuff
that's my point. But at least she's getting her rebound. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Doing her job. She just needs to make the shot. That's all.
Right. And then I'm like, right, you're gonna get mad that a professional, and she's still a rookie. She's not making her shots. Like, she's missing layups. And we all understand that. They all got room for improvement. It's the same thing I was saying about the turnovers, Randy. I didn't like it when y'all kept, she had turnover. I was like, she had a triple double. Who cares about the turnover? I don't care. I don't care if she turned the ball over. I don't care if they even won a game this year, because they're rookies. They're not expected to do this. But I told y'all from Jump Street, transcendent player. And the same thing, I think Reese is a transcendent player. So it's the same thing. I think she'll be better than Griner. Just like I think the other one will be better than Tarasi. So
she got 4 offensive rebounds against Asia Wilson there, right? And it's like 1 against 3 people here, right? Right? Yeah.
Send more. Send more. Jeez. That's what they need to do. Send more.
Asia cannot get a rebound away from Angel Reese. Think about it like that.
That's funny. That's funny.
Literally outworking. You're just, if you know all I could do is bring my effort, and you do it at 100%. That's a prime example of it. Because look, the skill's there. Look at the footwork. The footwork is there, bro. She knows what to do. She has that talent. People are forgetting she was a very offensive style player in high school. She could do it, bro.
I'm gonna ask. You had something that retorts anything? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to we all here. Everybody preaching, y'all. What are you saying?
Man, I'm good. I just like being part of conversation, so I'm happy to sit back and converse and then jump in when I need to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was on your live yesterday too, so it's I pop in and out. I guess when I was just reading the comments, I was like, man. First, let me tell you who I am. I came back to the WNBA after almost 2 decades of not watching it because it was unwatchable because of Caitlin Clark. So I started with her in college 3 years ago, and I was like I want to keep watching her, so that's why I came back to the W.
Okay.
I didn't come in as an Angel Reese fan, but man, you cannot disrespect her ability to go get the board.
Right.
I don't follow her. I follow the team because I follow Caitlin Clark and I follow the Indiana Fever. I know so many people stuff about the Fever and a bunch of other W because Caitlin brought me in. But I'm reading comments going, man, yes, she looks goofy throwing the ball at the bottom of the rim at times. But I think, and I don't think it's she can't coach herself up. I think the problem with AR5 is that she's forced to coach herself up. She's not if I was her coach, I'd be like, hey, take a breath when you get that rebound. Because it's obvious the first thing she wants to do is chuck it right back up there. Right? I mean, but take a breath. Think. If you've got a big shot, take it. If you don't, let's reset. That is a positive outcome. I think people are stuck at it. Because let's be real. She's been blocked by the bottom of the rim 25 times this year. It's pretty ugly. I want to be real about that, but it does. You can't take away from the fact that she's working really hard and doing the work to go get the board. It does look ugly at times, really ugly. And I think that's some of the things that we struggle with, because most of us who are looking at the W are we're so used to seeing dunks and just beautiful flowing plays. When we see something like that, we tend to bash on it. Does that makes sense to y'all?
Y'all got something to say to that? Yeah. Thank you, Slim.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not love a player that's willing to do all the dirty work, set a million screens for Kennedy Carter, play relatively above average, pretty good defense, and never really complains about not getting enough offensive touches. You know, like I mean, she never complains about anything. She's a great team player. You know, I mean, she's what else do you want? You know.
Ghost put coach yourself up is a blank way of saying Mulkey and Spoon are bad coaches. I agree with you, and I don't think that they're bad coaches. And I didn't realize that that's what if that's what you're trying to say, but I didn't think you were trying to say that. But I don't think that Spoon is a bad coach. I don't think Spoon is a bad coach, and I don't think Mulkey is a bad coach.
Saying she's a bad coach to be able to coach up that position.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make her a bad coach just because she doesn't know how to coach up that player at this time.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you this though. So we're gonna get in our quickly tweet and delete side before we get into our debates. We're gonna circle back to Miss Reese. Yeah, tweet and delete. Odyssey Sims is one of the only WNBA players who have recorded 25 or more points, 10 or more assists, 5 or fewer turnovers in this.
Tweet that.
Tweet that. Yeah.
Tweet it.
Yeah, we're gonna tweet that. We're gonna retweet it.
And retweet it.
Yeah,
because Sims is balling.
Yeah, she had a great revenge game, and I just I was like, oh wow. Even though they ended up losing, that was a great great thing to see, the fact that she was able to come back and just dominate. All right, tweet or delete. Caitlin Clark giving praise to Maya Moore. This is what she had to say before the game yesterday to Maya, who I think is the greatest player of all time.
She was 1% for me growing up. I think my parents, as me growing up as a young kid, like those are the type of people you want your young daughter to idolize. And yeah, I mean it's crazy now that I get to play in this building. I played in this building in college, and then now playing here as a pro, it kind of comes full circle. But Maya was definitely that person for me, and she was obviously tremendous. She was the person for me growing up. Like,
so I'm gonna just stop there right there. So we retweeting, deleting. What are we doing with that?
We'll obviously retweet that because if you as we know with Caitlin's journey, she's obviously a Maya fan, so it's just a full circle moment.
Finish, and I'm gonna let you come back. I'm gonna let you come back to that. I do want to hear what your thoughts were. Rob, can you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you retweet that because that's a full circle moment. And people know who followed Caitlin's journey obviously know that Maya was one of her inspirations growing up, and when she met her, I think earlier this year when Ella Duncan surprised her just before March Madness, you could tell just how overjoyed she was to meet that player that she met as a little kid at the Target Center. And now she's kind of like how Kobe inspired this generation of the NBA and WNBA players. I think that's who Maya is. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's an absurd number.
So what were you gonna say? So I put up a graphic that said Maya Moore's career record is 563 and 95. That is insane, actually. What were you gonna say, Slim? 56.
You have to retweet. It's Caitlin Clark. She's literally basically, whether you like her or hate her, she's going to get played.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't hate her. I don't think any of us hate her. Yeah. But yeah, Maya. Yeah. So retweet. So, but yeah, I'm gonna retweet this one too. Maya Moore is awesome. Like I said, she's a GOAT, and like the fact that that's one of her favorite players, if not her favorite player, that's awesome. Like shout out to Cece for that.
Dude, also, that's greater than an 80% win rate. Like that's insane, man.
She won a championship her rookie year. Maya Moore did. She won a championship her rookie year. She was the 4th leading scorer at WNBA Finals team. So she won a championship for Simone Augustus her rookie year, and then in her 3rd year, she was the lead MVP. So that's what I think the trajectory for your one of my favorite point guards in this league is the same. I think it's kind of similar. I don't think she's gonna win a ring her first year, no, but I think she's gonna she'll be up on that type of trajectory. They gotta get a better team first.
Randy,
what you got? What you got? He hating.
No, that was a hard no, man.
You hating? What's a hard no?
No, absolutely. No, look. I'm gonna clear the smoke. I do not hate Caitlin Clark.
Nah, I didn't say that.
The same way I discuss Angel Reese's touch and how she needs to work on it. In the same way, I just want to see the rookies improve. Like I love how they're adjusting, but I still want to see them improve and be the players that we're hoping that they're gonna be. That's all. And like the same way I speak on Caitlin's turnovers.
True. It's just the turnovers, you know. So let me just say this because Asia is the best player in the league and it's not close. She should play in the NBA. Okay. I thought Asia was the face of the league. There you go. CC also CC is leading the league in combined points for herself and points off of assists. So he's talking about points produced. Thank you. I appreciate that, Slim. Let me see. Let me read some more of these comments right quick. She got that Andre Roberson bag. Somebody put. That wouldn't. No, Caitlin Clark is feeding WNBA families. What I don't know what that means. And then Asia is insanely good. CC's turnovers are a big problem. Randy needs to turn up his mic. There you go. There you go.
Y'all can't hear me? Oh, wow.
We can hear you. I don't know if the rest of the fans listening in can hear you as well.
She should play in the
I
NBA.
was like, something crazy.
Feminists are funny. I don't know what they mean by that. Maya is the clear GOAT. We have to consider competition too, which was fierce. How about consider the fact that up until Asia Wilson existed, she is the highest scoring MVP, highest scoring points per game MVP. So she did a lot in 8 years, including winning 4 rings and she won 2 or 3 MVPs. Like who's doing that in 8 years? And she made all WNBA 5 times, all defense. Like she's beastly. And this was her ceremony. Her and her husband and her family. She got gold-plated shoes, and she got a fly jacket with her it's just dope, man. Kobe for the win, bang.
People
All right, listen.
in the comments were hating on the husband.
Yeah, he talking about he took away her best years, which I was like, all right, or something like that. He robbed us of basketball. He robbed us of basketball. He's like,
It kind of did, you know.
she chose him. She looked out for him.
I mean, at the end of the day, look at her record. It speaks for herself, and she went on to have a family.
And she a hooper.
Yeah, you can't really hate.
I don't hate anything she's doing. Let me ask y'all this, because we're gonna get into we're gonna get into our debate. So speaking of hoopers, so we talking about GOATs. Maya Moore is obviously the GOAT. We have Asia Wilson, who you don't think she is? Because we're gonna get into that segment too. Do you feel like Asia Wilson's dominant performance will continue to carry the Las Vegas Aces throughout this year? Yes or no? Yes or no, or why not, rather?
Yes, because she's the GOAT of the league right now, in my opinion. She's the MVP, and you're not just MVP by having good statistics. You have to be a good character with your team, and you're a good leader. And she's obviously done that throughout her career. And people are just now noticing her because we had that gentleman who just chimed in and said, well, I'm a Caitlin fan, and that's why I followed her into the WNBA. Well, I think one of those people like that are probably realizing, wait a second, that's not CC who's in the league. We got Asia Wilson, who's an incredible player and dominant on both aspects of what she does. Not only that, she's really a good human being too, good personality. Yeah. I just love the fact that she's not like a vanilla character at all. And you got to see what she did in the Olympics. She was so dominant, and to the point I was just like, man, I feel bad for the world having to play us because of her alone. So yeah, I think she's definitely capable of leading the Aces into a deep playoff run, despite what's going on with that team, which we've talked about in previous episodes, of course.
I think
another chip or championship series, just making the playoffs.
You can see the clear disadvantage. Asia Wilson is one of those players.
Slim, you got to ask your question in a second. Randy, you do got to turn your mic up. I could barely hear what you're saying.
I'm not speaking loud enough. Is that the problem?
Maybe, I don't know.
Do I have to yell? I'm not even yelling.
Oh, can you?
If I speak any louder, the neighbor's gonna hear me.
Okay, all right. If y'all can hear him, we're good. But I'm sorry. And then Randy, you can say what you're gonna say, and then Slim, you can come.
I'm just saying, like when you watch basketball, you can just when you watch the Olympics, you could tell the clear difference between Asia and everybody else. Like you could just see it. It was something your eyes just gravitated to. So it's like Rob said, it's just wild that some people just continue to overshadow her essentially, and focus on other players. But like the dominance is there. Like it cannot be denied.
All right, Slim, what were you gonna say?
I'll just ask, could you clarify what you mean by carry? Are we talking just a playoff run, moving from 5th to 4th place up to 3rd? What are we talking when you say carry?
I think that question for you, Rob.
Well, I think when I say carry, I mean, we all know that the Las Vegas Aces are not having that dominant season like they've had the last couple of years. Like last year, of course, they were the number 1 team at 34-6. Easily pretty much showed that, yes, we're the champions of the league, and A'ja Wilson was a big part to do with that. Whereas this year, they're having a certainly what for Las Vegas Angels standards are, it's an off year for them. They're not the number 1 seed. The New York Liberty are. If they're behind quite a few teams, but it would be foolish to say that they're not going to make it to the postseason, a deep postseason run, and go for that final. So I think one of the biggest reasons why is not because of Kelsey Plum, and that's no slam to her or to Megan Gustafson or Jackie Young or any of those players. The franchise, the icon of that team is A'ja Wilson, just as Kobe Bryant was for the Los Angeles Lakers. Don't mean to get into that debate for folks who are like, but it's Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just saying, like, most people would argue that Kobe was the man behind the success for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'll say that about the Aces, that Wilson is the reason why people in Las Vegas can love having championship runs each year.
Chelsea Gray won the Finals MVP in 2022.
Yep.
That I think that's crazy. I mean, I thought that was crazy because I feel like it was like a Steph Curry moment for A'ja because she led the team in points, rebounds, blocks, steals, shooting percentage, and she ended up losing. So I'm like, that was weird. But yes, that would be somebody's counterpoint. And somebody else's counterpoint would be, why are they playing? A'ja Wilson is still playing at the same level, and they're still not winning at the same level. Chelsea Gray is not playing at the same level, and they're losing. That would be somebody's counterpoint. And what would you say to that?
Well, for me, I would say that she's the best player in the league, and it's kind of like there's one, and then there's a huge drop to number 2. So, yes, if we're talking just carrying you to the playoffs, I think absolutely she's going to do that because she kind of single-handedly has won most games the last couple wins that they've had in this season. Like, she's the only one who showed up consistently. So, yes, if that's what we mean by carry, I think it's going to be hard-pressed for them to get out of this past the second round in the playoffs. So there's, I don't know, Minnesota looks like the best team in the W right now. And it's hard because they have 3 of the, top 10 best defenders in the league, and they play both ways.
Yeah.
To say Asia's not going to carry them to the playoffs, I think that would be foolish. But I think she's going to win the MVP as well, and that because of the fact that she's carrying a 2-time defending champion to the playoffs. And there is something just off with the guard play of
the Aces, Las Vegas.
Of the Aces, and they just don't look good when the guards aren't doing their job.
You see, he put Shaq Shade. I see you. I'm gonna tell my grandkids this is the Beatle and Reau. Who John Lennon? Who is John Lennon? Shout out to John Lennon. Chelsea can't run is hella sad. Shaq Shade. I see you, Rob. Fee is feeling right now. Randy, louder. So yeah, he said get the neighbors involved. He said loud. He said scream.
Who's trolling me, bro? Who's trolling me?
Ghost of Geraldine.
Stewie pretty good, bro. Stewie is pretty good though, bro. Seattle has the better defenders. John Lennon. Shout out to John Lennon. I'm gonna go now. You're gonna make me Google who John Lennon is some more. Who was the other one y'all had the other day? Stain. I didn't know anything about Stain.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm an old man when it comes to this musical stuff now.
Stain and John Lennon are probably different.
They're not even the same. No.
So
you're gonna Google them both, and that might be the only thing they have in common. That you are Googling them both.
Ghost is burning you, dude.
Jesus H. Cristo, Connecticut looking good. That's what Dupree said. Jesus H. Cristo.
It's crazy because it's like to say a player cannot carry a team is a very rational thought, right? But then A'ja Wilson just wins the game at the end of the game on a tip-in. Maybe she can just win the whole game by herself. And she also missed a lot of for her relatively easy jumpers. Like, man, her and the rim against the sky, like she had so many just rim out or just she could have a greater statistical line.
Have y'all? Let me ask y'all this: have y'all seen Aaliyah Chavez? And I'm happy. I'm happy somebody brought her up. So let's put a spotlight on her right quick. Even though we're in the middle of our debates, have y'all seen her yet, or y'all not? Do y'all know? Are you familiar who that is?
No, who's that?
Okay, so she's a high school. Insert word adjective here to describe high school blank. So prodigy, phenom, talent, etc. So she go hoop. So I want to say, like, I don't know if Saint Jordan, you brought up the China thing. Now I don't want to say the Mexican Caitlin Clark, but like she's Latino, if she's Latina, she's a hooper, and she's like this is the race thing is important. It's important. Like
It is important, yeah.
Yeah, it is important. Just like when you have the first NBA player from blank country and blank country.
Yao Ming,
Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
Giannis,
Okay.
Jeremy Lin. Yeah, of course. Huge
She
deal.
can, the girl could hoop. I'm trying to find footage of her, but she could hoop. And like she was saying, I forget on TikTok, she was saying something about she was like, y'all know who I just made that shot for. Somebody. He was like, y'all know who I'm thinking about when I'm hooping or something like that. And I just started laughing because I'm like, I don't know who you talking about. I was like, please make it clear. Please make it clear. She is Mexican. See, I thought that. And she plays into her heritage about that. She talks about that a lot. Aaliyah Chavez is the I'm gonna put reincarnation. He put recantation, but reincarnation of Gianna Bryant. So that's a good. She's a guard. She plays point guard. And we put Chavez. So thank you, Kobe. Chavez won a chip in 2022, 2023, and 2024. She is the chosen one, the great one. The people. So you think she's gonna be better than Juju? That's gonna be my first. That's gonna be my first. That's gonna be my first thing. I'm gonna bring that up. That's gonna be my first thing. If you're talking about the chosen one, you think she's gonna be better than CC? And she's gonna be better than Juju? That's what you're telling me right now? If we talking about guards, like that's a long list to climb. You got Flau'jae, Raven, Paige coming, Malaysia, and that's just in college. Like that's a long list, man. And I know Leah, she's a hooper. I'm not saying she can't catch them. Don't get me twisted. Don't get that twisted.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of players for her to jump, and all these young girls that are being inspired by CC and Reese right now. Like, it's coming, man. A whole generation's coming.
So say that. What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I said it's gonna be great.
Here you go. Thank you, Ghost. La Caitlin Clarkita. What y'all know about the yellow? That's a good nickname for her. La Caitlin Clarkita. $100 says Moreau doesn't know the Police, but he can sing every song on the Police. What? But he can sing.
I love that. It's true. I bet so.
$100 says Moreau doesn't know the Police, but he can sing every. What does that mean? What does that mean?
The Police is a band, man.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
it's a great band.
Yeah, Police is a band
from the 80s. Stings in it.
He just proved his point that you don't know the Police.
You know who these people are? I've never heard of them. Kennedy. Let's put Kennedy. Yeah. I couldn't tell you that either. Couldn't tell you that either. Kennedy better not blindside Chavez because little homie. That's not. I ain't gonna say all that. We're not condoning violence. I'm not gonna condone the violence. But yes. What were you gonna say, Slim?
I just said, hey, are you guys running multiple apps or something? Because I don't see all that other stuff you're talking.
We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and then I got TikTok pulled up.
You're reading the other stuff. I understand. Thanks.
So yeah. So this is like, I guess, a live recording of a podcast. I guess you could say that. So now I want to ask y'all this. So we're gonna switch to our next topic. I want to speak about the Dallas Wings. So shout out to Rob. You're here. Given their poor record, and they obviously just picked up a win against the Sparks, I want to ask you, do you feel like that was like an outlier, or do you feel like this core is built for long-term success, or should they just break this up and kind of go from there?
I'll answer when you get a chance.
I'll start off because I cover this team pretty religiously at this point, but yeah, I think they are built for long-term success. I think this was an outlier of a season because they've been battled with injuries and illnesses. Obviously, Jaylen Brown being out for a while with her illness. And then, of course, we lost Maddie. We lost Satu well before training camp happened for the WNBA when she was getting ready for international play. And I think people were pretty surprised at the beginning of the season when they got off to a pretty good start, decent record. And then it was pretty clear that when you were missing the key players like Lee, that this team was going to try to do their best, but they were not going to be the same team that was a couple of wins away, I think, from making it to the WNBA finals last year. So I think last night's game, the victory, I'm being optimistic. So I'm sure people are going to go and say the opposite. I think it's probably a harbinger of things to come, but that took a lot of effort for this team to go and beat an unequally battled team in the injury front with Los Angeles. So they're playing Minnesota tomorrow. Las Vegas tomorrow. That's going to be really tough because they've not beaten them at all this year. But then they have some hope on Friday night against the Lynx because they did beat that team, albeit they also were dealing with some injuries as well that night. So it's going to be tough, but then they can look forward to Sunday against Indiana because so far they have owned Caitlin Clark's team this season. They beat them in preseason and they beat them in that Wednesday night special before the break. And that was a huge one. But of course, there's one person that's missing, Odyssey Sims. Yeah.
Honestly, so that's a big point. That's a big factor because she had her way with JC. I'll let you go in a second, Slim. But remember, when JC guarded her first game in Dallas, she dropped a 20-piece. She dropped the 20. I was sitting right there courtside on the court, and she dropped JC on the floor. And shout out to JC because JC's a great defender. So if you're making her touch earth, that's when I was like, oh. That's when I said, oh, she can hoop. And I came back and I told you, Randy, I said, she the real deal. I said, she 160, 150 pounds, and she gonna bust her. You know what? I said, she the real deal. I said, they keep playing with her. And I said, it remind me of another frail point. And I told her that. I told Caitlin this when I first met her. So you remind me of another frail point guard who I used to watch in college, and they used to sleep on, and who ended up leading the league in assists. Has he led the league in assists at one point? He's more of a combo guard. But yeah, I mean, and I'm talking about Steph. If you didn't catch that reference, so she's come a long way. And again, Odyssey not playing. So I wanted to ask her this. So coming from your first preseason game, and I'm still gonna ask her this. Coming from your first preseason game in Dallas, where you dropped 20, and she missed a layup going to the rim because she got blocked by Natasha Howard, to then now playing again in her second game or her third game in Dallas to lead in breaking the single season assist record. And now she's ready to play. That's a long way, bro. And it's just 3 or 4 months. If you keep playing, you're gonna see in 3 or 4 more months what's gonna happen. What were you gonna say, Slim?
I was just gonna say I don't cover Dallas, but this is where I live. I'm in the Metroplex down here, and actually I think Dallas can beat the Aces in their next game. But the biggest thing is, and I think they have the ability to make it long term. But I think Sabali's leaving. I think that is going to be a tough loss. If that makes sense to y'all. I think she's in free agency, and my rooting interest is if she goes to, because I think she'd be fun to play with Caitlin Clark. I'm an Indiana Fever fan, so I kind of want to. Sorry, I'm working at a golf course. I just think they're going to break it up. That's the problem. I don't think they're going to keep that together. And with the expansion, they were going to lose somebody anyway. So
right.
That's the struggle.
If I could add in, because I also cover Dallas as well, I would never let Satu Sabali leave. And way. Personally, I don't think that the two of them, Clark and Sabali, would be good together. If I'm Indiana, I'm looking for a big to help Aaliyah Boston and more shooters. So Sabali is not she could shoot, but she's not known for shooting. So they need a big that could play defense in the paint, like Tina Charles, like a Nneka Gumike, they need a big to help in that paint with Temi. They need to upgrade their center position, and then they need another 2 guard. They need another 2 guard in case Kelsey Mitchell leaves, whether that be a 3-and-D type of scorer or somebody else that could just catch and shoot, or create off their own dribble. But to the Dallas Wings, I'm never letting Satu Sabali leave. you're gonna have to we're gonna have to figure that out because
Mhm.
Enrique has no help, and then you have somebody that can give her help. And as you can see, like we were talking about earlier, with the way that the WNBA is moving, it's just only a matter of time before more teams start scoring 100 points consistently, like the Minnesotas have been doing. Like I'm telling you, so you want to catch up sooner than later, and in order to do that, you're gonna need more talent. So there's no way that you're gonna leave. Indiana's putting up 100. They're gonna be putting up 100 too because they got enough talent if they can keep Kelsey. But I mean, they need a guard. They need another guard. But if I'm Dallas, you have to keep Sabally, you have to keep Enrique, and then you got to figure out from there. Everybody else is like, I would blow it up. I would blow it up. If I'm Dallas, I'm blowing it up. I told you they should have drafted Reese. They should have never let. I mean, I like J.C. Sheldon, but I would have drafted Reese with the 5th pick.
Mhm.
You know, I think she won a national championship in college in Dallas. She got affiliations in Dallas. So I was like, I would have. And that's kind of been their hallmark, is not drafting and taking the talented players when they needed to, and then they kind of having to pay in the back end. So it's like, now blow it up, get a new draft pick, blow it up, and then kind of work from there. And it sucks because they're wasting Enrique's career there, but they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out sooner than later because she's going to be disgruntled soon too. Fever won't win a ring with that roster. I kind of agree. Indiana probably should have made the deal this year with Melissa and Kelsey being highly valued. Mitchell needs to go to Vegas. They have guards already, though. You think Dupree? It makes no sense to be from a management or coaching perspective. It doesn't. It makes little to no sense. All right, let's get into this right quick. So I was going to ask y'all, who do you feel like is the GOAT of women's basketball? And do you feel like somebody right now can surpass it?
The GOAT is Cynthia Cooper. She
Right,
won
sir.
four. She won 4 championships in her first 4 years, and then just hung it up, and then came back and was productive as well. Like you're talking about Maya Moore. What, 4 and 9?
Maya Moore. Yeah, I'm talking about Maya Moore.
She won four rings in 9 years. How about 4 in 4 years? Every year,
Cooper's
every year with the champions, bro.
three of their top 25 players. She got Swoops and another number 1 pick in Tina Thompson.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, but to Maya's credit, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull it up. Look, you already know I'm a numbers type of person. Let's talk that gospel.
I think Cynthia Cooper might have her in numbers too.
She might have her in numbers, honestly, because I'm pulling up the numbers now too. I'm pulling
like number, bro, points, 21 points.
Rebounds, I got you. Steals, I got you. Blocks, I got you. 3-pointers, I got you. And that's about it.
Yep. First of all, you have steals by 0.1,
But
so
I
it's like literally negligible.
I got him.
You know.
But I got him. DT is the leading scorer. Monty, are you saying DT is a better player than Maya Moore? Is that what you're? I don't think Diana probably would say it.
This is
pretty
even across the board. Like the only difference is that, to me, is that Maya Moore did this over 9 years. That's the only main difference.
Hey, Monty, it's a lot of people in the room talking about, okay, good. I'm happy that they said this. Because I did this last night and I couldn't find the graphic. But let's pull it up together. I want you to look at this. So we got Kate. I'm going to put Cynthia Cooper, Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi, Caitlin Clark. I'm going to put Elena Del Don in the same bracket. I will put Swoops in there, but I'm not going to put Swoops in there because you ain't going to like that result. But shout out to Miss Swoops. I love me some Cheryl Swoops. All right. So the reason why I put Caitlin in there is because this is where she ranks amongst top players in the WNBA. So you got let's cook. So Coop is having the best scoring rookie year right now. Right now, Clark still has an opportunity to catch 21 points per game, by the way. And she's going to catch Maya Moore's 18.5. And she most likely will catch Taurasi's 19 and Del Don's 19. What are your thoughts about that? Let's just start on that first part right there. What do you think about that?
Well, points per game is a lot of just like opportunity. But like, which of these 5 would you say was like you feel like was the best scorer? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you needed a bucket.
This one. Maya or Elena.
I'd probably, if my life depended on it, I'd probably give
You
the
gonna
ball
pick
to Elena. I'd probably give it to Elena.
Yeah, because she's 6'3". And her look at so Elena's shooting this way. Elena's shooting splits are incredible, bro.
94% free throw shooter, bro.
I know. She's almost 50, 40, 90, and this is incredible, bro.
That's crazy, man.
It is. It really is. It really is. So, but I mean, I'm putting them. I put up these numbers yesterday. I was like, my God. I'm like, because I'm looking at where she ranks amongst. She's 1 rebound shy, and she's not 6'4" like Elena is. She's 1 rebound shy, but she already got her an assist and 2 points away. She's like, her numbers are. This is great, bro. She's putting up. That's why I laugh when you say she's not a defender. 1.4 steals is better than most of these people. Right behind Maya and Coop.
I can agree.
Right, but look at the blocks. 0.8. Better than Coop, better than Maya.
I can agree, but how much better is she gonna get on defense?
She could get better.
Yeah,
that's the point. She can even get better. She can get better.
But in comparison to Angel Reese's
no, not in comparison.
Because that's the way I answered it. I said that window is larger for Angel to grow offensively compared to Caitlin to grow defensively. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's true. That I would agree with that. You agree with that, Jordan, or not?
Room to grow. Yeah, I mean, are you ever gonna hear Christy Side say, "Hey, Caitlin, I need to go shut down this guard," or something like she's never gonna be a shutdown defender. Whereas Angel Reese, she's got so much room to grow. Like I think I'd probably have Angel Reese for the next 7 years if I want to win a championship over Caitlin. Yeah,
Really?
I feel like it's easier to build around Angel Reese. I just love that.
Wow. Oh, because she doesn't dominate the ball as much?
Well, I mean, I think it'd be easier to find players to build around Angel Reese, then it'd be easier to find players to build around Caitlin Clark because you're gonna need defenders, post players like you're just gonna need you're gonna need knockdown shooters, like you just need more pieces. I feel than Angel Reese, even though the Fever are having more success right now.
What are you gonna say, Slim?
But I mean, that's from a team building perspective.
What are you gonna say, Slim?
I said Angel's the glue to a team. She's not who you build around, though. She's the person who does the dirty work, And that's what I'm only simply talking about the term. You said you build around Angel. I just don't think you do that. You build around somebody else. The Angel assists on that. If that makes sense.
You gotta speak up. I can hear. I can barely.
You can't take away from that because the same way Kawhi was for San Antonio, he then became the #1 player for the Raptors. So you can't necessarily say, "Oh no, you can't build around a certain person," because the roof for Angel to grow is everyone's complaining that she's grabbing her own misses. So what happens when she starts to make them? What are we going to complain about then?
Randy brings up a good thought exercise. There you go. And that was a great would you rather, by the way.
No, it is. I like that.
It is. So I mean, I think to both of you, okay, everybody's making points. So okay.
Most also said that Caitlin Clark was 30 years ago, but I mean the Cynthia Cooper thing was 30 years ago, but Michael Jordan was 30 years ago. So, I mean that was a Ghost comment.
Randy is the George Harrison. So gentle. What? So who is Boog? I know Boog's not here today. So who would Boog be? And like, if you're like,
she'd be Paul McCartney.
All right.
I guess that makes me Rain. I guess I'll be Ringo.
Turn it up to 11, Randy. Shout out to Ghost, man. I love when Ghost for comments. Love it. Seriously, I do. I love it. Let's see. But I do want to read this again. So.
I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear the dog. I was like, what? It's gonna be
like he's like athlete.
Write it in the chat. What?
So, got you.
Is it easier for Clark to develop? Well, why do y'all keep saying she is not a defender? That's not a good statement. Even though she wouldn't say it too, I would disagree. I don't like when she says it either. Is it easier for her or Reese to develop into an offensive threat? It'll be easier for Angel to grow into an offensive threat. All she would have to do is just finish her layups and make threes, which, that's not that difficult. Finishing layups is not that difficult. And then to play defense is going to be more difficult. You have to have lateral quickness. Like, she's not going to teach herself. You can only have so much lateral quickness.
Do you feel like Caitlin Clark is a good defender?
Do you feel like she's a bad one?
Yeah.
You feel like she's a bad defender?
Yeah. Wait, don't we all like? Aren't we all in agreement, or
No,
is
Yeah.
it just me?
I disagree with that. I don't agree with that.
She outsteals and blocks
Yeah.
Angel Reese right now as a guard.
Thank you.
She
I agree
leads
with
the
that.
league in
I agree.
blocks as
Thank
a
you,
guard.
Slim. Thank you. I agree with him on that one. I do. I don't know what you're talking
Who
about.
she matched up with?
She is not a good. Why is she not a good defender? She almost had a 5x5.
Bro, you know this, so we don't even have to say this. Like, stats have never like always defined a great defender. You know,
Andre Karolinko, Hakeem Olajuwon. These are the only players that have put up 5x5. She is two.
tend
She was
to correlate, but
five
they're
of
not like
5x5.
the only like I mean, like Gilbert Arenas, Larry Hughes, like these guys used to get steals all the time. Like, I mean, would you classify them as lockdown defenders? I don't think you
I didn't
would.
say she's a lockdown defender. You said she's not a good defender, and I'm
I don't
saying
think she is. Bro, she
you
gets beat all the
can't-
time. And you know what? In the playoffs, they're gonna hunt her. They're gonna hunt her. You know?
They're gonna get embarrassed if they hunt her. If they hunt her, they're gonna get embarrassed. Hunt her all you want. You're gonna get
They're gonna hunt her on
embarrassed.
defense. That's for 100%.
Who they need to hunt. I'm not gonna say names. Because I ain't gonna say that would be the wrong person to hunt. That would be the wrong person to hunt. But that's why I say they need to get bigs, because the person I'd be hunting would be a big and make them work on the perimeter.
Well, I mean, Rob and Randy, do you guys think she's a bad defender, or a good defender, or a new whatever defender?
I think if we're speaking in a conversation of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on the defensive end, and who we need to look out for, you're always going to say Reese. You're not going to be like, oh, we need to watch out for Caitlin Clark. She's going to shut us down. No, you're worried about Reese.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, I think she's not like a threat defensively. No, she's 6 foot, and who's she like necessarily guarding? Because I know she's not shutting down a premier offensive player. I know she's
Right.
Why
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why she average more blocks than Angel Reese then? Better yet, how about this? Name your best defenders in the WNBA. I'm not even gonna let's leave Angel out of it. Give me your best defenders in the W. Just pick. Do you want to go Dejanay Carrington? Let's pull up their numbers. Who else? Who else? Dejanay Carrington. Give me some more. Give me some more names. Who you say?
Asia.
All right, Asia. So we got Asia, Dejanay.
It's Asia, and it's nobody else.
How about Stewie?
Stewie. I wouldn't. I mean, if you want to put Stewie in there,
She doesn't stand out to me, but
She's not terrible.
no,
All right.
she's not.
So I got Clark, Carrington, Stewie. We got anybody else? And let's make sure it's from this year. Let's use the same year. So choose same season for its first. Actually, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this. Boom. We got anybody else to throw into this pot?
Ezzy?
Let me go.
Ezzy.
Yeah, Ezzy would probably be one of the better defenders in the league. You know what's funny? Clark is number 9 or number 10 in PER. Ezzy is number 8. Or I'm sorry, she's one spot ahead. She's literally one spot ahead. One spot ahead. Unless you got one more. Let's see. Let somebody put Ezzy. Monty put Ezzy. Blocks can indicate recovery after getting beat, and that's good if you block somebody after getting beat. Just like that's a good thing because she is bigger. Stop lying. Nobody worry about 38%. Okay, I'm trying to. Y'all got one more person. Y'all got one. Jordan Hurst. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
Jordan Canada.
He put Horston. Where's she at?
I think she's in Seattle.
Let's see. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, chat. Stacey gets blocks because of double teams, no 1v1. Now, let's pull up these. So Brianna Stewart is in a class of her own. And I don't know why Asia Wilson not here.
Wow.
She averages more steals than Dejanay. She averages more blocks and steals than Ezzy. She averages more blocks than Jordan. She averages more steals than Jordan. But you telling me she's a bad defender? Help me understand this. Help me understand. Now I'll let y'all talk. Help me understand this.
I understand what the numbers are saying, man, but when you watch it, it's not the same as the numbers. It's not like
she's a very
like, oh man, she's getting blocked. She's getting a sneaky block here and there. Yeah,
she's getting exactly. That's exactly right. That what Randy said, and the recovery blocks, and she's a very aggressive defender. Like her hands are always in the pass. Like she's always going for swipes because she's getting beat off the dribble. I mean, I don't know. I will just agree to disagree. Like I just think she's a not a great defender. It's just fine.
Her numbers are good, but she's just not good.
Guard.
Huh?
You put a quick guard on her. You put a quick guard on her. She's
Exactly.
But
That's exactly
guess what?
right.
She's
That's exactly right.
Okay. I wish we could pull up on ball. I wish we could pull up on ball and etc. Pick and roll. They don't have those numbers to me available, Jordan. I'm still figuring out, But they listen. Rickea is league leaders among steals. Yeah, we know that. We know that. Blocks isn't the biggest thing when it comes to defense. How about steals? Can I raise you that, bartender?
It's just aggression, Like Allen Iverson used to get steals all the time. Dwayne Wade used to get a lot of steals all the time, but he's gambling more than anybody.
Dwayne Wade is a great defender, I would say.
He is a great defender, but he also got a lot of steals because he was super aggressive, always
And
playing
a lot
the
of
fast lane.
Something similar to Clark.
Dwayne Wade disrupted plays.
She disrupts play. I got fast break steals of her. I got plenty fast break steals of her.
So
I wish we
you're
could just
putting in a league of Dwayne Wade. Is that
bad
what you're telling me?
and just say, hey, she does her job. Like, to destroy her when her stats say something different is the problem I think we're having.
That's how I feel.
We're not destroying her. She's doing her job. Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's not like somebody you
yeah,
have to
right.
account for.
Sounds like this
defensively.
Right. You saying she's a bad defense. Agree. I agree. If she's not bad, she can't be quote unquote bad if she's got more points or she's doing.
But that's not somebody. She's not a dom. She's offensively dominant. She's not somebody when you think about their game plan, you're not adjusting to her defensively. You're adjusting to her offensively. So that makes a difference. She's a great scorer. Do not get me wrong, but she is not somebody you're gonna be like, okay, she's gonna do what she has to do on defense, but it's not something that you're worried about.
well, so let's flip it where stats are not helping her. Caitlin Clark is a great shooter. You guys all agree? Do great shooters
She's a great shooter right now? I wouldn't say she's a great
exactly. Would a great shooter shoot 32.9% from three?
That's why I wouldn't say it. That's why I wouldn't
Exactly.
say it. That's why I wouldn't say it now. I'd say she can shoot well.
32.9% is the average 3-point shooter in the W.
That means it's not great though.
But she's an above average shooter for sure. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
an average shooter,
Great, and that's why I think they
Great shooter shooting averagely.
Huh? What did you say, Randy?
She's a great shooter shooting averagely.
That's why I didn't say she's a great shooter rate. I wouldn't classify her as a great shooter right now. Again, that's why and Slim, when we looked up Elena Del Don's, here for she almost pulled up a 50-40-90 her rookie year. Same thing with Candace Park. There have been rookies in the W that have come in Maya Moore is another one that have come in and almost they blaze really well on the shooting percentages. But Caitlin's getting her shooting percentages up more. I'm not worried about her. Just like with the turnovers, just like with the assisted turnover ratio, I'm not worried about her. She lives, sleeps, and breathes basketball. Like she's gonna get it worked out. Like she's gonna shoot 3 or 4 threes. And we all know she's gonna catch fire one of these games. We already know that. What did he put the police song as? Don't stand so close to CC.
That's a police song title. Don't stand so close.
Is that really?
Yes.
CC will be great. Just give her time. Last 7 games, 43 points. Okay, 2 different positions, but they're both great for rookies. Angel, I don't know what that means. All right, Randy. I mean, I wanted to kind of play, but if you want to play, we could go into a fast break. Do y'all have a topic you wanted to play? Why are you laughing? What did you? Somebody put something?
What?
I'm just reading the chat.
Degree of difficulty is a factor. CC may miss threes, but she never misses a layup on a breakaway.
That is true.
That is
true. That is true.
That is true. That is very true. That's very true. What were you gonna say now, Randy? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said my mic is acting up, so count me out.
Oh
No, we want you in the game.
All right.
Type in your responses. We'll read it from there.
Hey, I would love to host let's see. Hey, chat, y'all get ready. We're getting ready to play the fast break. I don't know who. So, Brandon, do you want to play it for or no? Because if you don't, I'll play it. If you do, I'll have you host. Like, let me know.
I'll host today, bro.
He's gonna host.
All right, Randy say he's gonna host. I'm gonna let you pick the topic then. I'm gonna let you pick the topic. This is how you know that I haven't had my eyes on it. I'm gonna let him.
Ready?
So, chat, if y'all don't know the rules of the game, what we do is, so on Mondays we play this game called the Fast Break. Boom. Randy, someone will pick a topic today. Randy's going to pick the topic. We're gonna go on to an all-time list. As soon as he announced the list, it'll be up to us, the contestants, to pick and choose from the list. And we're gonna guess. We're gonna guess essentially who's on this list. So we'll go top 100 scores in NBA history. Boom. Then we start naming out the top 100 scores. Person who has the most scores wins. We really do need to create a leaderboard. We really do need to create a leaderboard. Jordan, I know you won the last game. Randy's ready to play. Damn, you lucky I was gonna go get a glass of water. If y'all could, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Hold up, 1 second.
Go ahead.
Let me get the glass of water right quick, because I need to get some. You gotta get your shoes ready. You gotta get your shoes ready.
Whatever you do, don't spit on the camera.
Let's see what else was said in the chat that we could read while that happens.
Ghost says, Caitlin Clark is a bad defender. She has trouble clearing screens, and she is frequently caught watching the play.
Yes, I didn't want to say it, but yeah,
it's true.
I've seen it in college, and I'm seeing it right now still.
It's 100% true. She's gonna get hunted, and in the playoffs, and she's gonna probably get a little bit exposed. But that's okay, because she brings more to the team than she takes away. So overall, I mean, she's a plus to have, for sure. So,
and you're gonna have some coaching opportunities too. So that's one aspect of every play. Wilson probably has aspects of her game that she has to work on still, even though she's 27 and we all call her the MVP. I bet you she could come up with 10 things that she would like to change in her game too. So that's just a mark of greatness.
She needs to make more threes. She needs to shoot more threes. Lose the mid range. Shoot more. Not lose the mid range, but make more threes. If she makes more threes, she's averaging 30 a game. Easy.
But she's so good at the mid range.
That's okay. But you can shoot the mid range, but mix in. She needs to be shooting at least 5 threes a game with on 2 to 3 makes. If she can get 9 points from the 3-point line, she can be averaging 30 a game. And then mix in, keep your mid range. But she got to shoot some more threes, for sure. But they need to
hunt for her shots like that.
Huh?
As a coach, you want her to hunt for her opportunities like that.
Yeah, are you asking me? I'm saying yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Why don't we see more guards exposing Caitlin's defense? Talk that. You almost made me curse, Falcor. Talk that ish. Why don't we see more guards exposing Caitlin's defense? What a question. Let's put that. I'm gonna pin that if I could. I can't pin it, but what a great question. I'm gonna sip my water after I ask that too.
Why do we see them not attacking her more?
Yeah. Why don't you see every opposing guard that Caitlin Clark plays against got 20 or 30 points?
Because it doesn't have to be a single person attacking her, Like, are you talking one person just one-on-one going on her every time?
If we say Steph Curry is, I'm using NBA terms for y'all, but I'm if we're saying Steph Curry is going against Dame Lillard or against Westbrook, we know he's not going to guard Westbrook and we know Westbrook's going to score 40. So my thing is, why don't we see more guards going at Caitlin? We never see that. We never see guards going at her. That's a great question, Falcor. Do y'all see the coach taking her out for defensive purposes late, which I hate? But yes, I do see that. Of course,
yeah.
Caitlin Clark is Rookie of the Year. Okay, great.
Yeah, she is that too.
Where are we going? All right, Randy, let's get this game if y'all ready.
All right. I was gonna say the basically all-time WNBA highest average point per game.
Mine more. 23.9.
I was letting you guys get
in a season.
Yeah, all time average.
Mine more.
Year,
rookie. You said did he say rookie year?
Yeah, rookie year.
Rookie year. Candace Parker.
Good one. Caitlin Clark.
That's
not gonna count. No, yeah.
Cynthia Cooper.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Is number 1 at 22.2.
Breonna Stewart and Elena Del Don.
Breonna Stewart is number 9 at 18.3, and Elena Deladon's 10 at
9 and 10.
18.1.
Tarasi.
She's on there. She's at 17. Tamika Catchings.
Wait. You said Tarasi's on the list? How do you know that, DJ?
Because I compare
guessing.
stats with Caitlin's all the time. She's at like 17 a game for her rookie year.
She's
okay.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
And then
Sims.
I said what's her name? Tamika Catchings.
Yes, it's Tamika.
Tamika Catchings is number 7.
Shamik Holdsclaw
18.6.
and Lauren Jackson.
Deladon.
Wake up, Jordan!
Deladon.
I
already said her. I said Jackson, Tamika. He said Del Don. I already got Del Don. Lauren Jackson, Tamika Catchings.
Probably Brittany Griner.
She was at 13 a game.
Odyssey Sims.
And Shamik Holdsclaw, I said. Shamik Holdsclaw. Good pick, Rob.
Probably Wilson.
Holdsclaw is 13.
Asia Wilson.
That's a good pick, Jordan. She's at like
She's number 3.
Yeah.
20.7.
Asia. Whoa, for rookie season.
Yeah.
I'm about to go Google that. Yeah,
Crystal Dangerfield.
Crystal Dangerfield, good one. She won Rookie of the Year. She should be on that list.
16.
Yeah.
16 at 16.2.
I know my Sparks.
Sabrina Ionescu. 17 a game.
Sabrina.
And Kelsey Plum.
But would Sabrina not count because she was injured that season?
She played 3 games.
Yeah.
She
I don't know
played
if
3
that's
games.
that's
If Sabrina's not on that list, it doesn't qualify. My other pick was Kelsey.
I think Enrique is on that list.
Enrique is a great pick.
Enrique is number 6 at 19.
That's a great
Ryan
pick.
Howard.
And that's another great pick.
17 at 16.2.
I was trying to think of current players.
NECA.
That's another great pick. Jewel Lloyd.
NECA.
That's another good one.
That's a great
on
pick.
this list, no.
Naka. Ooh.
Hmm. Wow.
Jewel Lloyd.
Yeah, I already said Jewel.
No.
Jewel's not on that list. I didn't think so. Kelsey Plum.
No. He's not.
Wow.
Chat, y'all can put some in the chat. I'm not gonna. Oh, I forgot.
How about Courtney Vandersloot?
No,
That's
that's not. No, I don't know. She on
I thought she was a scorer early on. No?
top
or maybe-
or Shamiko.
Maybe I don't remember.
Yolanda Griffin.
Oh, that's a great one. That has to be there.
Nope.
Really?
How,
I'll give you a hint. The lowest average is 15.7.
Remember when we were talking about Jordan? It's hard to score 15 in a WNBA game.
how about Sue Bird?
No.
Yeah, she's more assists than anything.
I'm gonna think back to the beginning. I think Wendy
How
Palmer.
about Cheryl Swoops?
She's 9.9. That's why I didn't want to bring her up. For Cheryl Swoops not on that list.
And he said Cheryl Swoops is not on that list either.
Yeah, she had 9.9.
Oh, Lisa Leslie.
Tina Thompson.
Lisa Leslie is on that list at 18 at 15.9.
How about Rebecca Lobo?
Both good picks.
Oh.
Tina Thompson.
No, she's not on that list.
Tina Thompson. Tina Thompson.
Not on that list.
Oh, she's not on that list. That sucks.
How about Jonko Jones?
Is good.
John Paul Jones. No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Ruthie Bolton. Did we say
Okay,
her?
you can start giving away hints, bro.
Okay, let's say Minnesota 2006.
Simone Augustus.
Yep, at number 2.
How about
29. Good.
whoa? Lindsay Whalen?
Excuse me?
Lindsay Whalen?
No.
Becky Hammond? No.
Oh,
Probably
no.
not. No. I'm just naming names
I
now.
will tell
I'll
you
Poindexter?
Phoenix in 2006.
Cappy Pondexter.
Cappy.
Cappy Pondexter.
Number 4 at 19.5.
Ariel Atkins.
She's not on that list.
Jordan, you remember? Anytime you don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Harold Atkins.
Kayla McBride. That's the other one. When you don't know, she's the answer. How about Aaliyah Boston?
She's on the
Oh
list.
yeah.
She averaged more than 13. That was a good pick.
No.
Really?
Well, he said the lowest was 15.7.
Ah.
Yeah, so she wouldn't be on there.
Minnesota in 2008.
Sylvia Fowles.
Oh my God.
Rebecca Brunson.
Wiggins.
Yup.
Candace Wiggins is a good pick.
15.7.
He said it's Candace Wiggins?
Utah, yeah, at 15.7. Utah in 1997.
Oh man, that's
That's like Rebecca.
Utah?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one.
Oh, is it oh, what's her name? I don't remember.
Tamika Catchings, we got her. Katie Smith.
No.
Katie Smith, yeah. No?
Palmer.
Number 5.
Wendy Palmer at 15.8.
Good for you, Rob.
I remember my early 90s, late 90s WNBA.
Oh, I'd have never got that one.
How about,
We got Lauren Jackson and Cappie Pondexter.
Wow.
Did we say
Thompson.
Atlanta in 2022?
Atlanta 22.
Oh.
Right.
We already got Ryan.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. Cool.
How about
And,
Tina Thompson?
She's not on there.
No, she's not on there. Let's see. Minnesota in 2020.
Man, Minnesota, man.
2020.
Nafisa? No.
Oh, no, it's not Diamond Miller. Yeah,
I think I said her name already. Dangerfield.
Yep. Did he say it? I must have missed it.
Yeah, here.
That's okay.
He said Crystal. You said
Yeah.
Crystal.
16.2. She's number 16 on that list. You guys
Yeah,
said
he said-
Augustin Sims. You didn't say Minnesota in 2000.
Minnesota at 2000. My nigga, who? Like, who played
Yeah.
The Lynx were around in 2000?
for
Right.
Minnesota before
I didn't know.
Minnesota? Who
They
played for
weren't one of the original, right? I don't think so.
Damn, who played for the Lynx? Who was a hooper for the Lynx? We already
Give
got
us a hint.
before Simone. Who was a hooper before Simone?
I can't. It's a game we play. It's almost like a simulation game.
Simulation
Oh wait,
game.
I lied. I can't give you a hint. It just rhymes with Mall in Atlanta.
Mall in Atlanta. Oh wait.
Wait, what?
Angel.
A ball in Atlanta.
That's a guess. Lynx.
Wait, what? I couldn't hear anything.
Betty Lennox at 16.
Betty Lennox.
I didn't get that. I would have never got that. All right.
We said Diana Taurasi, okay, and
CC.
The last person on this list is Sacramento in 1997.
Tina
Keisha
Peters.
Panachero.
No.
Bolton.
I said Yolanda Griffith already.
Yeah.
Bolton.
Who's that?
Lucy Bolton.
Damn,
Lucy
Rob.
Bolton with 19.4, number 5.
My 90s basketball.
Rob bringing out that heat, man.
What the hell?
He is. Rob bringing out that heat.
Wow, this was a close game.
I don't know. Rob,
I think
I don't know who. I don't know. I forgot how many points I had.
I think we tied. I think we all tied.
I know Jordan ain't win. That was my goal.
Really? You want this to be Jordan?
I said I'm gonna list every single pick I got. You ain't winning.
How can that be your only goal?
Wow. Thank you.
As long as you ain't win, I'm good. I win. As long as he ain't win, we win. He beat Bug. Nah, I got you, Bug. So I said, no. I said, let me play. Let me play next game. I gotta go. I said, no, I got you. You ain't winning no more.
What the hell? All right.
All
Right. I'm gonna be the game master next time. All right. I'm gonna pick something weird for you guys.
Yes, I'm all for it. I'll put game master. Game master.
WNBA all-time turnovers.
Caitlin Clark, number 1.
I don't want to say it too quickly.
How I do that? How I do that for y'all?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, people. My eyes are hurting now.
Or some shade. He said to add the visual. I wish I could put the visual of us on YouTube, on TikTok. I have no clue how to do that. If y'all in the chat know OBS and all that other good stuff, y'all can talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it was really after the fast breaks we did a Would You Rather. I mean, I'll ask this last question before we leave, but it was just it was our closing thoughts. But would you rather have Kennedy Carter or Courtney Williams as your point guard?
Oh man.
That's
Courtney
a
Williams, I'm sticking with my dog, bro.
yeah. I thought you.
I played with her in college, bro. I've seen it firsthand. Nah, that's my dog. I'm right on her side, bro.
Yeah.
I guess if my coach was Chuck Daly, I'd take Kennedy Carter.
He put Williams. Mike put Williams too. Mike put Williams. So everybody. I think everybody's going Williams. Everybody's going Williams. I like Carter. I like Courtney Williams though.
I kind of like Carter too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Carter.
I'll go with
Carter.
Williams just for the sake of argument.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Carter. I'll pick Carter because I like scoring guards. So I'm good with scoring.
Me too.
And she shoots 50%. She's a very efficient shooter, even though she can't shoot threes or doesn't make shoot. And that's not even.
Bro.
She made a huge 3 last game, which almost won them the game, or almost got them to go to overtime. But she doesn't. I'm gonna go Carter. Like she puts up points in bunches, and she can. I'll go Carter. I'm gonna go Carter. Like I'll put her at 2 guard, bro, and just get them a point guard. That's what I would do if I'm Teresa. Just get the point guard and let her go. Let her cook, bro. Let her cook. Huh? Courtney. You better have other pieces with Courtney. Somebody Falcor put long-term Kennedy, short-term Courtney. You better have other pieces with Courtney.
I mean,
Carter play hard every game. I'm with you, Dupree.
You just said it. Kennedy needs another one guard because you're putting her at the 2, so she does need pieces as well.
That's a good point. Y'all got any closing thoughts before we take off?
Yeah, happy International Dog Day because I have my dog right here in the house.
Oh, good. You got a big dog, bro.
And that's my dog Emilia. So happy International Dog Day to her.
Oh, I need to go. Let me go put my dog outside and do something. Say hello. My dog outside. Kennedy is a shooting. Yeah, she needs to play shooting guard. So everybody on TikTok, I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll probably live stream during the game if possible. If y'all want to be on, y'all always welcome. Carter for what? Woman, what did she put? Woman most likely to throw a Big Mac and fries.
Oh,
what does that mean?
Oh my gosh,
that's terrible.
What is that one thing on Caitlin Clark? Still,
right?
Like, that's like 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
You threw a Big Mac and fries at her? She did that?
No, like roughhousing her.
Yeah.
In that game.
How do y'all get that from Big Mac and fries?
Well, they're just insinuating. I'm not gonna go that far, but I'll just say they're saying that she plays dirty, I guess. Right?
But how did y'all? What I'm saying is, how did y'all get that correlation from that?
Because a lot of people still have a negative opinion of Caitlin Clark and probably Dejanay Carrington for their interactions with Caitlin Clark. They that's just how they will forever be perceived for a long time. No, for real, yeah, like
that's
for
crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's true. That happens on socials.
That's crazy. No, yeah, like it's like what we said about what you said really about Jordan with Larry Bird. Julius Erving punched him in he punched him in the mouth, and nobody thought anything different about Julius Erving. You know what I'm saying? So,
no social media.
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird had a fierce rivalry, and nobody thought anything different because of it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's because they also had respect for each other too off the court, so that helped.
Really didn't. They hated each other. He called
on the court. They hated each other. Yeah. Off the court, they were friends.
They hated each other. You talk no. They hated each other. They hated each other. I'm watching this winning time dog. And then eventually the way they became friends was
that commercial.
The commercial, right.
Yeah, and he said something along the lines of, I like Irvin a lot better than Magic. Which I do remember growing up as a kid. That was a big seminal moment for us Bostonians to be like, hey, we can hate Magic the player, but off the court, we're pretty cool with Irvin because he's awesome for the game. He's awesome for what he does. Well, obviously after 1991, what he's done off the court to, be an ambassador for health awareness and all. So
Kaylin need an alter ego. That's all that means to me. Is Kaylin need an alter ego. So you got Barbie. Kaylin need an ego. She needs some type of alter ego there.
Clark Candy.
Clark Kent. You said Clark Candy? What do you say?
Clark Candy. Oh yeah. Someone did a drawing of her going into a phone booth and then changing into her Fever uniform. So that's a good one.
Yeah, I call her Clark Kent. What were you gonna say? Caitlin Clark Kent. What were you gonna say, Jordan?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I just find it funny.
Your nickname. I mean, and then that's why I want again. I love that nickname. Obviously, again, I'm not. Hopefully, I'm not playing into I'm not trying to foot and mouth type of comments. But I love that. I love that nickname. I thought it was like a dope nickname. Other than that, y'all, I guess that's one of my closing thoughts. Caitlin Clark Kent will be one of my nicknames for CC. I'll let y'all go. Okay, there you go.
Closing thought is looking forward to Sunday's game to be there in person. So I'll be back on our next show, but off the next several shows because I need to kind of get ready for my travels. And then I'll be back late next week. So I'll be around, folks.
Hey, I hear you. You young bucks don't know how good you got it. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Black women have cost
I would say this.
my face. I don't know.
Sorry, at the beginning of the season, we said Minnesota, Phoenix, Liberty, and the Aces were going to be top contending teams.
Yep.
You got to repeat that one more time, Randy. You said Aces, Minnesota, Liberty were going to be the top contending teams?
Yeah, and we said the Phoenix as well. We're going to be teams you had to look out for at the beginning of the season. So here we are.
Here we are. Minnesota Lynx about to win it. Minnesota Lynx about to win it too.
And the New York Liberty just have to go 10-0 to finish with the all-time perfect record.
It's lost to Connecticut. I knew it was going to happen. They got to go 10 out of the. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Connecticut. I said nah. Next year.
Hot take. It was too hot. That shit was too hot.
Oh Lord!
You gotta go 10-0. It's not happening, dog.
Just a simple 10-0. Like just a simple, easy 10-0.
Man, boy, Trevor, this is my mic, man. I don't know what's going on. Tell Ghost to back off my. You know what?
I got you, Randy. Don't worry. I got you.
I like the word snow. That was funny. All right, y'all. Good day. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all take care, man.
Peace out, people.